Hello and welcome back. Joyce Odidison here, and today is day 18, and I want to talk about overwhelm. Yes, overwhelm. How many of us feel overwhelmed? We take on more than we should, we're doing more than we can, and we're overwhelmed, or we're pulled in so many different places. We have so many things to do, so many responsibilities, and we do feel overwhelmed. So that can drag on our emotions and draw on it and really deplete the healthy emotions, because when you're overwhelmed, your tolerance level is less, you have less patience, you're not as kind, you're not as loving, you're not as gentle, and so you're not doing the things you know you should be doing, and that even makes you more upset, and then you get more overwhelmed. So I want to just encourage you right now to, if you're feeling overwhelmed, just take 5 minutes, look at this video, and write down some things that you're doing right now that you could actually put to the sidelines. Everything can be prioritized. So we can set priorities for ourselves, and we can determine the things that we do. Are we going to focus on the urgent things, or are we going to focus on the important things? And sometimes we spend so much time on the urgent that the important doesn't get done, rather. So when you look at the urgent things, like answering the emails, answering the phone calls, answering, dropping and the text messages and all those things can wait, and nobody will hold it against you if you take some time to get back to them, because they know you're busy. And they have, but we put this pressure on ourselves. Oh, I have to answer this text message. I have to answer this email. I have to answer. No, people will understand, oh, this person is probably tied up and they can't get back to me. But they know you have a habit of getting back to them. So you will, right? As long as you get back to people within a 24-hour time frame, they're going to be okay, right? And I know some of you have told me already, oh, you don't know my workplace. My boss expects me to respond right away. Well, no. And they're probably texting you from a meeting or so. Oh, well, it's different. If someone says, I'm going to be at a meeting and I'm going to ask you some questions and need you to respond, well, you can look at your schedule and say, yes, I'm available, or yes, or no, I'm not. And if I'm not, how do I make myself available? And if I need to, who takes up my task, and what can I move from my plate in order for me to be available to you at that time? So we need to advocate for ourselves in the workplace. You go to your boss, if they bring on a new task and you have a new project now you're supposed to lead or do, then you need to say, you know what, I'm very happy that my work is valuable and that I'm being selected for this project, but I have these other 5 projects going. So which do you prefer that I put on the back burner? Which of those do I leave behind? Or what is the priority for these? So can we review these 5 projects with this 6th one and see which ones I should be working on? Because you only have 2 hands and 10 fingers, and you can't do everything. So remembering that and sitting down and saying, which ones do I put? So you have to take that back to your boss, and you have to advocate for yourself and get that time. And if you go home and you have small children, and you know what, little people like to help, teach them to help to empty the dishwasher, get them involved in cooking. There are little things that you can teach them to do, teach them to help at home. Because I think a lot of our parents fail at doing that, and they don't involve the kids in helping at home, and they're not teaching them good life skills, one thing. And secondly, they're taking on far too much responsibility on themselves. The load is to be shared. Little kids can learn to fold. They can learn to do laundry. They can learn to cook. And so by doing that, you bring joy into what you have to do and being with them. And so it lightens the load, and the little hands can help. Many hands make light work. So if you're overwhelmed at home, get help. Ask your spouse for help. Ask, if you have a mother-in-law or somebody that can help, ask that person to come and help. The worst they can say is no, and you're not going to lose anything because you didn't have their help before. But they might just feel that, give in and come to help you a bit. And when you get help, say thank you and be grateful for it. And that will make sure, ensure that the other person feels that they were valuable and make them want to help you again. So there's some things that we do that cause overwhelm. We don't ask for help. We don't delegate properly at home or in our professional lives. We want to do everything, or we're perfectionist, or we just actually have too much on our plate and we need to prioritize and stop, moving from the important to the urgent. There are some urgent things that you have to do, but look at it. Is this urgent or is it important? And if I do this urgent, how is it going to impact the important? So really evaluate and prioritize before you take on new tasks. So that's it for you today, and dealing with the overwhelm so you can get that mental energy you need and the clarity so you can focus and work well, live well, and play well. Take care and bye now.